That you wear for. Hey, how's it going?
It's great. Happy Labor Day weekend, huh?
Yeah.
We're live, baby.
It is. That's exciting. Oh, did you get new glasses? I don't feel like I've seen those ones before.
I did get new glasses. You like them?
Yeah.
These are my studious ones. I wanted to look smarter like you.
Oh, yeah. I always have to wear mine just to make sure. I like smart. I have everything else going on. Makes me look like a hot mess. So I put on glasses and I'm like,
pulled together 100%. Yeah.
Yep. And headband.
Very professional. Welcome to the Catalina Carecast, everybody. This is our umpteenth episode. I've lost track at this point. We're so happy to have you here today. Tana, tell us a little bit about the Catalina Care team.
The foundation was founded at the beginning with a vision to improve the quality of life across the communities in the local Tampa area. But now we have kind of branched out and we support a lot of the local Tampa area, but we also are supporting our other offices all over the country and always looking for people to donate to. So if anybody ever has any requests, please just let us know.
Yeah, get in touch with us. We'd love to have your organization on the podcast. And today on the podcast, we have Nate Taylor coming in from Metro Inclusive Health, one of my favorite charities in the Tampa area. Hi, Nate. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Fun fact about the Metro Inclusive Health, the DEI pillar supported this organization in the past for the last couple of years, and we're actually going to be working with Metro on an upcoming LGBTQ plus DEI training, so you guys should stay tuned for that. But today we've got Nate. We're going to talk a little bit about what Metro Inclusive Health does. Give us a little rundown of your organization, Nate.
Sure. First, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you to Catalina for the generous $2,500 donation to Metro Inclusive Health. It really goes into supporting programs and services for our LGBTQ plus youth and population. So every penny, counts. And so we totally appreciate your generous donation. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We're happy.
Yeah. So a little bit about the organization is we've been around since 1992. So that means that next year we'll be celebrating our 30th anniversary, providing care to the community, to the Tampa Bay area. So we provide primary care, behavioral health, LGBTQ plus community programming, sexual health and prevention programming, including PrEP, also case management for those in HIV, and we have partners in CAN Community Health who actually do our medical care for the HIV patients, our HIV medical care. We also have a welcome center in the St. Petersburg area. We basically just offer a whole wraparound of services with locations in St. Pete, Tampa, Newport Richey, and Clearwater. We just opened our new location in the Tampa area, so we've moved and we've built and revitalized the German American Club in Tampa off of Nebraska Avenue. So if you need services in Tampa, that's where we're currently located. It's a beautiful 3-story building that is now connected to the German American Club, which is now our community center. So we're offering full services there, care, testing, everything happening at that location as well. We're also opening a brand new, I would say we used to have a retro and retail store, but now we have something exciting coming to that space in the Grand Central District, and it's called Inclusivity. It's going to be an adult store that will have sex toys and retail, teas, everything. We're going to offer some programming down there, but we're also, what's most important is we're going to offer after hours care in that space. So folks who may need to get on PrEP or get tested, they'll be able to do so at that location outside of our traditional hours and on weekends. So it's just another way to reach the community, those that work traditional hours and can't make it to the office during our regular medical times, to be able to go down there and be able to still receive the same services that they would receive here in office. So again, just making care accessible to everyone.
So could you tell us a little bit more about the Welcome Center? Like, if people are in need of services, is that where they would start out? They could just go right to the Welcome Center?
That's one point of entry. So any of our locations is a point of entry for services. The Welcome Centers is kind of, we call it kind of like the place where, say, new residents may go to. It's an old bungalow that was donated to the organization that has been remodeled and serves as our Welcome Center. We have LGBTQ plus programming that happens there, but also it's a shared resource with the city of St. Pete. The LGBT liaison for the city of St. Pete, Jim Nixon, actually his office is actually out of that location, and he talks to you about tourism, safe spaces in the St. Pete area, restaurants, different things to go and do in the area, and also how do you get care? How do you get find the best medical care, which we do provide. So it's a great space for people to kind of go to and kind of get those beginning resources. And learning more about Metro and learning about the Tampa Bay area in general.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds really cool. So like if I came down to St. Pete, I could go there and find out ways that, or what to do and like who to support, like what restaurants are like the good ones.
Absolutely.
Ran by the good people.
Absolutely. You'll learn the ones that are, that are LGBTQ plus friendly. Those that just with personal experiences and stories. There's also a membership program there. They actually buy into a membership there to where they can display their business information within the Welcome Center. So if you're looking for a realtor, if you're looking for a handyman, if you're looking for a babysitter, you're looking for a graphic designer, like you can really go to that location and find those resources. So, us starting out as an organization itself, being that we serve those with HIV, notice that there was a gap in just providing resources for folks. That is just kind of an extension to resources, a way of providing resources to those that may not know where to find them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you have any questions for him?
How long have you been with Metro Inclusive Health, and how did you get started with them?
Oh boy. Okay. So working for Metro, I've been with Metro for 3 years now. Before I actually worked for Metro, I was on the board for 4 years. So, seeing all the great work that was actually happening and that they were doing within the community and changing lives. I mean, they really are changing lives here, especially in this marginalized population, especially the trans community. So, watching them change lives in that regard, I wanted to how do I be a part of this great story? How do I actually I want to help? I want to be more than just eyes and ears and making sure, being there for the organization at a higher level. I want to actually be on the ground level providing the work and the services. So I came on board in 2018, just after my daughter was born. So I came on board and I've been here ever since. I've had a hand in programming, I've had a hand in prevention, just all over the place, just learning the organization and finding out how best to connect the community to services within the organization through just in person as well as marketing and collateral materials.
So how can people help you guys out? Like at Catalina, we get a volunteer day. Do you guys have need for volunteers or donations, goods?
So one of the big things that is plaguing the country, the world right now is COVID-19. What Metro has done is really opened its doors and is now providing the COVID-19 vaccine to the community in office and also in our mobile unit. So on Mondays, you can get your vaccines in Tampa and Clearwater, on Wednesdays in Newport Richey, and on Fridays in St. Pete. And you can catch us in random places during the week or the weekend in our mobile unit. Tonight we'll be at the Rowdy Stadium at the Rowdy's game in downtown St. Pete providing vaccines. Best ways to help us with this is really we are looking for RNs, LPNs, physicians, pharmacists that are able to volunteer their time to give the vaccine, because again, we don't want to take away from patient care, but we do want to make sure that the community, as much of the community, is vaccinated as possible. It's extremely important. So we also look for folks to actually work in our clinic on Mondays or Fridays in Tampa or St. Pete, which are our busier locations, to help us with admin of the checking folks in and being admin and helping people with their vaccination cards and things of that nature. So volunteering in that regard is a help as well as doing street team outreach with us while we're out there vaccinating, being out there talking to folks about getting vaccinated and things of that nature, making sure that people have the right information. We've done a mailing campaign about COVID-19 and why it's important for folks to get vaccinated. There's been studies, there's stuff from the CDC that's come out. 99.5% of individuals dying of COVID are unvaccinated, which is more of a reason why we need to be out there making sure folks get vaccinated. 53% of unvaccinated adults believe the vaccine is more dangerous than COVID-19. Like, there's just so many different perceptions, information, and things out there, and we just want folks to be safe.
You're doing great work. Absolutely.
Yes, I think that's fantastic. I want to look around here and see if I can find something, because I'll totally stand on the street and be like, do you know what's in your Big Mac?
Exactly. And an incentive that we're doing as well to incentivize people to get vaccinated is they get a $25 gift card for first and second doses. Not for boosters. We are doing booster shots, but we're not doing the incentive for that. But it really is to give somebody an incentive for those to kind of help them push them over to getting vaccinated.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we do have a lot of listeners from, we have people that watch this podcast because we're a global organization. So we have people all over the country that are watching this. If they can't get involved in Florida directly, is there a way, can they go online? Can they donate? How can they get you guys the funds you need?
They can. If you go to our website, www.metrotampabay.org, and click on the Give button, you can give to any of our areas of service. General giving gets spread out across the gamut wherever it's needed. And you can support programs that way. It is the best way to actually support the organization. We do things like hygiene bags, food pantry items for people that need it. We also have a housing program to help folks pay bills and things of that nature. So it really is, the money that people donate goes right back out into the community.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and for everybody at Catalina who's watching, remember that we match donations. So if anybody donates, you can submit it through the charity foundation. I think it's a charity foundation, and Catalina will actually match the donation that everybody contributes.
Awesome.
Well, Nate, it was so great to have you today. Thank you so much for talking to us. I hope everybody in the community that sees this, they get involved with your organization. I love you guys. You're right in my hometown neighborhood, and we're so glad that you guys are there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day and a good long
weekend. Have a great long weekend. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. That was a good one. I feel like that's a really great organization.
I love them. I remember when I first moved into the neighborhood, I live in Grand Central right by the Welcome Center. And I remember the first time I ever came by, when I first moved to the neighborhood, I looked by and I was like, this place looks awesome. Like, this looks really cool. And they're big. One of their medical centers, I actually, I don't know if everyone knows that listens to the podcast, but I do stand-up comedy. And I did perform at Metro Inclusive Health for a great drag show / comedy competition thing that I did at Metro, and that was really cool too. So they've always been an organization that's been close to my heart.
That's really awesome. Yeah, if I can get Catalina to fly me down there again for something, we'll have to go. I really want to
come over to my house, hang out, have a cocktail first.
Yeah.
Well, we want to encourage everybody that listens to the Catalina Carecast to tune in, participate, and donate. Yeah, we did it
together.
And if you have an organization that you'd like to be featured, if you want to talk about an organization you're involved in, please get in touch with us. You can hit us on Twitter. I don't even know, is our Twitter even? Are we doing anything with the Twitter?
We're not doing Twitter.
Don't hit us on Twitter.
In the future.
Facebook is a great place. Catalina Charitable Foundation at catalina.com is a good way to get in touch with us. And thank you guys so much. Enjoy your long weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.